Hello, everyone, and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I am, of course, your host, Aaron, and as promised, on this episode of 8 Minutes with Aaron, we are going to go over that dinner at Estia. So let's get going with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. All I can tell you was it was a Saturday night and I had reservations with my friends at a Greek restaurant. It was in a city, and of course, I had to plan what I was going to wear. Well, I would say this, I don't have a lot of nice shirts, but I was able to get one nice shirt that my uncle gave me about, I want to say like 15 years ago. Pulled it off, looked really nice, and I rolled out and took the trolley down into the city. I don't really like to drive in the city. I don't like to find parking. It was very expensive. And I don't know where I was going with that. Just forget all that shit. I took the subway or the trolley down into the city and did a nice little brisk walk over to Estia. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm probably wrong. And I went in and I was the first person there of the group. Now, I didn't know what the reservation was under. It could have been under my buddy's last name. It could have been under my other friend's last name. I'm not going to reveal their last names just for safety reasons because I know I'm really cool and you'd want to look them up as well. And I stood there, and then the two hostess looked at me like they were like, what the fuck is this kid doing here? I don't know if that's what they were thinking, but they kept asking me what I was doing standing there. And I said I was waiting for the other party to arrive, and they're like, oh, okay. And I was like, well, should I just wait outside? And like, no. But of course, I went outside because I felt all awkward. So I went outside, Smet came, we went inside. It was under his brother-in-law's name, so I would have been wrong when I said the last name, and we sat at the table. I looked through the menu. There wasn't a lot of stuff that I liked. I'm not a big fan. I've never had, I should say, octopus. A lot of dishes have eggplant in them. And a lot of variations of dishes that I just wouldn't get. They had, a meal that came with an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. It was like a preset meal. I really don't like that. And as I'm looking at the menu, everybody started to roll in, and we all sat at the table. Now, everybody got drinks. I don't drink, so it's totally cool. They had really banging drinks, apparently, to my left of me. We had fucking Keith. He said what would he get? A dirty martini? Nah, I didn't get a dirty martini. Who gets a dirty martini? No, this wasn't that elegant, like, let me smoke my cigar and drink my martini. He got an old-fashioned. The old-fashioned was slamming, he said. And Smet got some kind of other drink, and I don't know what else everybody else got. Maybe someone got wine. So we ordered a bunch of appetizers. They were a bunch of like calamari. Calamari can't go wrong with. I thought it was a little blandish. And then we had some like toppings, spreads and shit like that. You can put on like little pita johns, which was okay, but the pita johns like came in sets of 3, and some people were just taking the sets of 3, so there wasn't enough pita to go around to everybody else. I'm not gonna say who did it, but their appetizer allotment was definitely taking a little bit more and was not thinking of everybody else. Then we had some kind of the octopus. Smet got octopus. I tried it. It was actually pretty good. I don't want to say that it tasted like chicken, but it actually tasted really cool. And I had like a tentacle looking thing. I was like, but I ate it. It was good. There was some kind of cheese thing. I had a little piece of the cheese thing. The cheese thing was good. And I think there may have been like a crispy like cucumber or avocado, something like that. It was good too. Whatever the fuck it was alright. So for my dinner, okay, I got like this lobster linguine thing. Now, the lobster linguine but I said I'm gonna have to get something because they had a lot of fish, they had swordfish and salmon, and there was some stuff that I really did want to get, but it had the eggplant in it, and I was like, nah, I don't really want to try the eggplant. And my meal was okay. It was okay. Now, am I gonna say that it was an up or a down? The lobster linguine is definitely getting it down. Yes, it is definitely getting it down. I really didn't like it too much. It did not have a lot of flavor to it. It didn't have a little bang for its buck. And being lobster, I would think that you have like at least a little bit of butter somewhere in this thing. I don't know if they just said, okay, well, we got the sauce and the pasta. We're just going to say, okay, well, wipe our hands clean of this shit. But now, I mean, come on. Come on. I would have liked some kind of extra sauce on it, and it didn't feel like a very big portion. And I know when you go to like the really nice restaurants, they don't really give you like a big portion of food unless you're getting like a pasta like by itself. Because if you're getting something expensive like a fish or a meat, there was steak there. I didn't really want to get a steak. And there was lamb chops. Matt got the lamb chops. He said they were pretty good. I did try them. I wasn't a big fan of the lamb chops. I think Smet's sister got like the swordfish. She said she liked it. Taylor, she got some kind of spaghetti dish. She didn't really eat all of it. She ate like a small little now I don't know how much she eats, but she ate a very small portion. So I had to ask her whether or not she would give it an up or down. She said she would give it an up. Howard also said that his meal, which I don't know what Howard got, he gave it an up as well. I didn't ask Rakita and Ankit. I can't remember what Ankit got. He may have gotten something. Well, he obviously got something, and he said it was delicious as well. Now, I could have been the only one who did not find the meal to meet the price point, but I also went to the Cheesecake Factory, and I thought that was a piece of shit. I'm a very, very difficult critic, if you haven't already known. Like, I can go to K-Pot, and I think that's slamming. Not because I can get all I can eat, it's just because the foods are really good, and you can have a conversation, and laugh, and have a good time. And you know what? Here's another thing. I had something I had to... Tony wasn't there. No Chi Money. No Tony. So that kind of sucked. So I didn't have the bounce back. Like everyone had like a bounce back person to talk to. I didn't get that bounce back. You know what? I didn't have that, hey, like this happened. No. And he's my wrestling guy. He's my Simpson guy. He is my, my festival guy. Definitely Tony. He's top tier. And then Mike got sick and he had to bail out too. So that's Mike and Tony weren't there. Cemet was there, but he had his sister there, his brother-in-law. He was preoccupied, and it's and Howard was at the other end of the table. So it's like I can't like scream down to Howard, oh Howard. So it was a little bit, and get this. Now I messaged Mike and I told him about how I felt about this bathroom scenario. The bathroom was down 2 flights of steps. So if I had to use the bathroom in the case of emergency, I would have to run down them steps, make a turn, get into the bathroom, hopefully one of them would be open, and then I would be fine. But I'm sorry, that minute and a half or 2 minutes that it would take me to get down to the bathroom, that's time that I need. I can't be fiddling around if I gotta use the restroom, And then afterwards, we went to the elephant. We call it the white elephant because there was a white elephant out front, but it's really not. It's an espresso martini bar. We didn't really get anything. It was too crowded. Then we left. We went to another bar. It wasn't too crowded. And by that time, I had to catch a subway because it was the last one. And then as I got to the subway in SEPTA, the trolley line, they said it came at 10:15. The lady is like, sorry, sweetheart, it's almost 10 o'clock. It ain't running. And I'm like, well, it's coming at 10:15. And she's like, sorry, we can't let you through. So, 2 of these bad boys, you bitch. So then I had to take the bus home, and I sent a picture to Brian because I thought he might be proud that I took the bus, and I did not get an answer back from that kid. Anyway, so Estia, whatever, in the CD, Greek restaurant. Would I eat there again if I had an opportunity? No. Bink, bink. Overall, I would say the night was an because I got to spend time with, my second family, my best friends, and I can't complain about that. I always like hanging out with all of them, except Mike and Tony weren't there. They're son of a bitches. And Ellen wasn't there either. If Ellen was there, I could probably bounce off some food ideas too. But she wasn't. I'll catch them next time. Anyway, my name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me with 8 Minutes with Aaron. I will see you next time. We'll give more stuff, more things, and a touch more of me. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.